Welcome to my kitchen. I am now going to make a zucchini sauce, so with no tomatoes. Tomato-free sauce for your pasta. You can also use this as a side dish, as an alternative to like a ratatouille. It's just zucchini with garlic and parsley, some salt, cooked in olive oil. My name is Monica Levin, and I'm a registered holistic nutritionist and inner guidance communication coach. For many years, I've been a food intolerance expert, and there are a number of people I've found that are intolerant to tomatoes. Whether they be cooked or raw, it doesn't matter. Some people are intolerant to all nightshades, which means tobacco, potato, tomato, green pepper, eggplant, all of them. But that's only if they really have high acidity in the body, and it's often a temporary condition. But if you happen to test up as being only intolerant to tomatoes, it's really the tomato. It's not the fact that it's a nightshade vegetable. If you want to know how to test yourself, you can go to my website, monicalevin.com, where I teach you in my online courses, or call me for an appointment, and I'll help you determine which foods your body wants and doesn't want. In the meantime, let's go forward with this. I already chopped a bunch of zucchini. So I'm going to turn on the stove. There we go. While I chop the last bit. I usually do this so that I have, for every zucchini I use, I have 1 clove of garlic and then a bunch of parsley, a small handful of parsley. So let's do that now. We'll just finish chopping this up. My favorite knife is my chef knife because it can rock. And I just hold my other hand on top of it, open palm, so that I don't catch my fingers. Okay, here we go. Right, and we'll do the other one. Can you see it? Yes, you can. My big bowl of zucchini, the one that I just did, and I'm going to put some olive oil in the pan. It looks like a lot, but it just sprays out a bit at a time. Oh, you know what? I have the pour function here. Hold on. I'm going to pour it out. Don't be shy with your olive oil. And now I'm going to put in the zucchini. There we go. And I'm going to prepare the parsley and the garlic. Some people, when they chop the parsley, they chop the garlic in there too, so it's very fine. But I like garlic just to add flavor without staying in there. I don't want to ingest all the garlic. My particular body doesn't like huge amounts of garlic, which is amazing considering my mom is from Italy. So you'd think that my body would love garlic, but it doesn't. So I buy it in bulbs, and each bulb has these cloves. Oh gosh, when I was in university, I had this roommate for a while. His name was Graham, and his mom had given him a recipe for meat sauce, and it called for a clove of garlic. He didn't know what that was. You know, we were like 18 or so, and he made it, instead of putting in a clove, he put in a whole bulb. It was very garlicky. So you just take your clove, lay it on your cutting board, put the flat edge of your knife on top of it, and hit it with your other hand. Let's see, can you see that? You just hit it, and it kind of crushes it, and then the outside just comes right off. I know there are all kinds of other hacks on the internet that I've seen where you put the cloves inside a jar and then shake it, and then the outsides come off. I've never tried that. I cut off the hard end because if someone's going to eat it, it's not nice to crunch on that. I cut it in half and I throw it in with the zucchini. Man, that smells good already. My nose likes garlic, even if my body doesn't always like a lot of it. And the Italians kind of figured out the garlic thing. If you see recipes, Italian recipes, they often use parsley because including parsley in a recipe counteracts the effects of the garlic in the body. And then unless you use huge amounts of garlic, you don't usually smell of garlic if it includes parsley. When I make my homemade hummus, I add a little bit of garlic and it's crushed, so it's intense. But I always add lots of parsley. That's my thing. Because then my body says, okay, I can eat it. Again, it's about how to listen to your body. If you'd like, make an appointment with me and I'll teach you how. And now we take a pile of parsley. Make sure you clean it. I have another video on how to clean your parsley, in case you're wondering. I like lots of parsley on mine. So how's this for a nice handful? For 3 big zucchini. Okay, just rock your knife and chop it up. What happened to it. I used to have this half moon and it had 2 handles. It was from Italy and you would just rock it and it would chop the parsley. That was very handy. If you find a link to where you can buy a half moon on the internet, put it in the comments below so that other people can look it up and maybe buy themselves the half moon for chopping. By the way, please remember to like and subscribe so that you'll be notified whenever I have another cooking video. I add the parsley and put on some salt, however much salt you'd like to put on. And then just stir it occasionally while it's on medium heat so it doesn't burn. And you're going to wait until it gets soft. It's noisy in the background, isn't it? And choose your favorite wooden spoon. You know, this wooden spoon is at least 35 years old. I love it. Even if it gets a little green on the end, I don't care. But it holds memories. My daughter is 34, gosh, she's almost 35. And I remember nursing her and stirring a soup or something on the stove with this wooden spoon. So it always makes me think of my babies. Anyway, I'm gonna tend to this and I will come back when it's soft and you can see what it looks like. See you soon. Here it is. It took around 30 minutes for it to cook down and soften. Make sure to keep mixing it. And I'm gonna tell you this, I make this with this spoon because it's made with love. This is one of the reasons why eating your own home-cooked foods is so much better for you than any restaurant. Not just the ingredients, but because you make it with love. That's a huge thing. Oh, my pasta's ready. Don't be fooled. I always taste the rice pasta first to make sure that it's done. And you have to be careful. You don't want it to go from hard to soft and overcooked in 2 seconds. But here we go. And this zucchini sauce is fantastic because it has no tomatoes. And if you wanted to use ratatouille, you would have to be okay with tomatoes, green pepper, eggplant, so all of the nightshades. And if you have an issue with high acidity in the body, that's not for you. So I take my pasta, I add some of the zucchini sauce. Did I already mention this, that when we were kids, when my grandmother would make this, my Nonna Maria, us kids used to call it zucchini mush. Didn't sound good, but we loved it. And because the pasta can be a little dry, I add a little bit of extra olive oil. And although I am lactose intolerant, I can handle freshly grated Parmesan cheese. It has almost no lactose. So for a cheese addict like me, I haven't had cheese really since 1987, except for Parmesan. My body likes Parmesan cheese. And there we go. Buon appetito to me. Thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe. See you soon.